nanongurarawa nigo sana kodoe na mataka bauna numa nananda tonlasa mai subana numa tikona Fanwarongo nano monivanua Kenata nilevu tunaua Lomango voli meu bau batuka Tovolea ke balavu nabula
Yeah.
Hello, peeps.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Everyone all right?
Yes,
Loud and
yes,
clear.
we can hear you.
Good.
Yes.
Very good, Colin. I hope you had a happy Easter.
Yes, I hope everybody else did as well.
Yeah.
Spent most of it in the garden chopping down hedges.
Oh, steady on. Yeah, we're just admiring the picture of Whispering Jack behind Pete.
Oh God, yeah.
That's Mel.
That's Pete and Whispering Jack, isn't it?
And Scotty, there you are in Glacier Bay.
Yes. And the face of the glacier is a lot closer than it is nowadays. 1972, 73, that one.
Now, was that on the
Aronsay.
Aronsay?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I got that picture from Dave Alsop. Do you know him?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name rings a bell. Oh, can you hear us, Ruthie?
Yeah, just.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
It's not very good because these are obviously not what do you call it? I'm only getting it in one lug.
Oh, blimey, that's good. That's excellent. Yeah. You're just getting it in mono.
So I'm just making sure. No, the rest of the ward can't hear this one. Not like this morning.
Anyone else got a laptop or anything there, Dave? Just give them the link. We'll have them all join in.
Well, they did this morning. They were in stitches by all accounts, and I wanted.
No.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's why I got out quick when Alan came in. I only found out then.
we can have them set hold.
Was Hattie Jakes the matron?
I got a baby. I got a baby.
Oh, look, there's a
I
baby.
got a baby.
Now, who's this, Colin?
This is Autumn.
Oh, morning, Autumn. Evening, Autumn.
Good evening. She's
Oh,
gonna wave to you. Hello, people.
Fantastic.
Gonna go
How
away.
old is she now?
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Oh,
Blimey.
10 weeks tomorrow.
10. I didn't think she was quite 10 weeks. You're right. Yeah. Only a day.
She's a lovely little baby.
Good.
Very well behaved. Very calm and collected. Yes.
Does that run in the family?
Yeah.
Pardon?
It runs in the family.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Yes.
Hereditary, like Grandad.
Thank you, Grampy. Yes. That's
Oh,
what-
Grampy.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Either way, doesn't matter.
Wonderful. Hello, Bobo.
Hi guys, how are you?
Very good. Now, Bobo, I forgot to ask you this morning, where are you located? Are you London or Cardiff?
Hang on a second. Just having a problem.
which is wonderful.
You hear me, guys? Or not?
Yes, we can, Barbara.
Right.
Where are you all right, Bobo?
I
It
can't
doesn't
hear.
look all right.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
I
Colin,
might,
are you allowed to? Can you pass your technician over to Bobo, please?
yeah, I might go out and come back in again.
Good.
I'll
Oh,
try that.
We can
here
hear
comes
you,
Hilda.
Bob. We
Here
can hear
comes
you,
Hilda.
Bob.
Yeah, yeah.
We can hear you fine.
Oh, he's gone.
All right,
Yeah.
gone out now.
Here comes Hilda from Goa,
Good.
unless he's back in the
Well,
UK.
we're not sure now. Does anyone well, we'll find out, won't we?
Well, he's trying. Here he comes. Here
Hang
he
on.
is.
Now, from that plant pot behind, I think we're back in the UK, aren't we? With
Yeah,
that
back in the UK, came back
pull
Wednesday.
over on.
Oh, okay. Well.
Welcome back, John.
Thank you.
When did you get back?
Wednesday evening. Arrived 8 o'clock at Gatwick, direct flight.
Well done. Flipping heck. Yeah, we've loved seeing you out there in Goa.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You
Hope to go-
should have just got a backdrop of the beach, and we wouldn't have known whether you were back in Goa or wherever.
Roger Sheen is still out there. He doesn't come back to the 25th.
All right. Oh, so did you manage to speak to him?
Yeah. I chatted with him. What was the week before I came back? I think, or a few days before I came back.
Right. Good.
Didn't actually meet him. Only chatted with him over the.
Did you see my note, Dave, that I wrote to you about Christine?
Oh, yes. So that is good, but she said the Wi-Fi is not very good.
Yeah, and I said you'd go across and see if you could fix it for her.
Well, lovely. Was she happy with that?
Well, she's only in the New Forest, which is around the
Exactly.
corner from you.
Well, I'll get in touch with you afterwards, Pete, so I can then go and give her a quick call.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Which,
You actually, boys, many of you will know Christine. Colin, you'll know Christine
Christine.
Pemberton.
Yes,
What was
indeed.
she-
Yeah.
What was she called at the time? She was Christine.
I do not remember.
I do. It'll come, but yes, it's Christine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she
Yeah,
marry John?
I do remember her very well. Yeah.
Did she marry John Pemberton?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm. Yeah.
And I think they split, haven't they?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, it better
Yeah,
be, 'cause it looks like he's got a bride who's about 20 years old.
Yeah. Thanks for the update, Colonel.
Yeah, and by the way, because
I'm sure.
Mrs. Clean's in Venice, I can drink at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget, she might be watching the replay tomorrow.
That's right, yes.
She never watches the
Too
replay.
late.
Oh, she might be
Yeah.
checking on you, Colonel. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Well,
Where's Cindy at the moment? She's in Venice, did you say?
Yeah, she had a 10-hour flight to Frankfurt, 3-hour layover, then a 2-hour flight to Venice.
Bloody hell.
But no, it's worse than that, Colin. So she booked this tour for a workmate of hers and an elderly lady, and they said to her, "Why don't you come?" So Cindy said, "Yeah, sure." They're booked on this tour. After a complete night of no sleep, they land in Venice and they start a tour immediately without any nap or.
Oh my God.
Oh, I wouldn't like that.
no.
I wouldn't like that too.
How many days is she there for?
She's in Italy for 2 weeks, and then she's going to Germany for 4 weeks because her friend is German.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So you're at home by yourself, are you?
I am by myself, but that's why I can drink at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's all good.
And is this day 1 or day 2
Day one.
of beer drinking now?
Day
John?
one, he's on the beer already. Okay.
What a lie,
It's all good.
mate.
But
What a lie.
I tell you what, I mean, I know I'm hugging this, but the exciting news is that Brendan's having a pour out in the Nova Hotel on the Thursday, the 18th, Colin. Just like a cabin party. So that's going to be great. But that's before we go out and have dinner and meet at the pub. Yeah.
Oh, the Juniper Berry's still closed. I got in touch with TB today.
Okay, so we'll make a new location for that then, Fruity.
Well, best place to meet is probably Spoons, isn't it?
Spoons. Yeah. Yeah, they're very.
We won't be there on the 18th.
Oh, I guess that's too bad, Carl. Okay.
Lou's got work to do, so we'll be there on the 19th.
Mhm.
Okay.
I might even try and turn up on the 18th. The
You
18th of
better,
May.
Barbo.
Where is it? Southampton.
Mhm.
Southampton. You know where Southampton is, you.
Yeah, I think I do know where Southampton is. Yeah. It's on the 18th of May. Okay.
Well, the night, the preliminaries, we've got to pour out in Brendan and Sherry's cabin, hotel room.
Yep.
Scotty and Jill are staying there. Me and Cindy are staying in the hotel, so it's gonna be great. Oh, put your hats on, guys. Put your hats on.
Taffy coming in.
Put your shades on. Somebody let him in.
I've got to get my hat on.
I should have it ready.
Oh,
I forgot about the hat. I don't know where mine is.
I don't know where mine is either.
I found it.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where the hat is, Colonel. Sorry.
Oh.
Trying to get him to go to a nudie beach, but I don't think he's going to do it.
Well done, Pete.
That doesn't look like a nudie beach, Taffy.
No, I'm still up in the hills. I'm quite contented up here.
Oh, boring.
I thought you'd Google closest nudie beach.
I was thinking of going a bit farther afield, but there was just a mile or so away. There was a like a car boot sale, French fashion.
I saw the bike you were looking at, the new bike.
Yeah, the three-wheeler. But it was brilliant. It was fascinating. The stuff that was in there was amazing.
No, it's upstairs. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
So Taffy's got his on. So
I've had a nice, peaceful day.
Good. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good there, Taffy.
I got a bit of colour today.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Oh, flipping it.
I haven't got my glasses on because I haven't got no lights on. I'm just zooshing the raya.
Okay. Taffy took his hat off, so hats off.
Hats
and put
are
the
now
hair
being
back on.
removed.
Put the hair back on.
You got your hairy hat
Yeah,
on.
zoosh your raya, John.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
I got Brendan one of those, about 2 years ago. And I did put it on once, but I thought he'd put it on as a surprise somewhere along the line, but he's never put it back on. He only put it on once.
The fact of the matter is, they go.
Oh dear.
Hey, now, Scotty and Colin and also Hilda. This morning we did have an Aussie one, which was great, and Brendan came in. But boys, tell me, how was Alan Bacon, because I missed that.
He was okay, very good.
Yeah.
Good, lovely, nice to.
He couldn't stay long because he had to go and do a full English.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He was busy, wasn't he, guys?
He's still busy there then.
Yeah.
He was full up this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news, isn't it? Flipping out.
Because he rang me after the call.
Oh, did he? Did he?
Yeah.
Well done, Fruity. You're always there to take the brunt. Yeah. What a guy. What a guy. Flipping it. So, Hilda, you're back home in is it home? Where's it, Homestead or?
I'm in Broadstairs.
Broadstairs. Now, is this now you through till November?
Till, hopefully middle of November, I should be going back to Goa.
Great.
See how things go.
Lovely. Great. So you're not going to bother to unpack then?
All those hat boxes, no.
Oh, Patty's coming in. That's
Great.
nice. Oh, that is good. Now, where will he be?
I always send him the invitation, always.
Yeah. Well done, Johnny. Well done. Let's see where he is.
I'm very skinny anyway.
He's hoping to go back out to Spain, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it last week? Last time, Pratty was in the dark, wasn't he?
He was. He still is.
But was he in the dark or were we in the dark to him?
No, he was. He's trying again. He's trying again.
Does that mean we might get a pair of Pratts? Living great.
Somebody's got the television. I know that.
See you later.
Hang on. What's that?
See you later.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's gone? Who's gone?
Oh, sorry. That's my.
There he is.
Just on the way out.
Well done, Ferdy.
Lovely. Great. You managed to get the spotlights working, so you look as if you're in Spain.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, really, because I'm out in Spain at the moment.
Very good.
I'm also I've got a laptop here, and first time I've tried to do it on this laptop.
You're not on a nudist. You're not on a nudist beach, are you, Peter?
He's on a nudie beach. Yes, he is.
Right,
Peter,
well
you're on
done.
a nudist beach.
Colonel was hoping that somebody would be, and it's you,
Yeah.
Peter.
Well, it'd be good for the ratings.
It seems to be easier from out here than it is from at home in the UK. So I think I'll have to.
Be out there every other Sunday.
He could take his laptop home with him.
No, I've only just brought it out.
So, Peter, have you got your typewriter in action?
Yeah, well, that's why I've come out.
Good boy. Good boy. Yeah.
That's exactly why I've come out.
Great.
I'm out here all on my own, and having spent the weekend cleaning without the benefits of the Filipino first light foot. I'm hoping to start
What's his name?
on the third and final volume next week.
Well done.
Oh, well done.
Thanks. Super. Do you have a night gang working it there as well?
I could do with a bloody night gang. I say I'm out here by myself, and I've just had 2 bottles of wine and 3 beers.
We can tell. You got the gin flush going.
So,
yeah.
So Peter, you're on your 5 a day then.
Yeah, 5 a day. Yeah,
well
but that's without food.
Great stuff. Excellent. Yeah, looking good. And the weather obviously is looking good then.
Oh, wonderful! Absolutely wonderful. I get so dehydrated. I have to
keep refreshed.
You have to drink more.
Oh, brilliant. No, Peter, Peter, the other Peter, as in BBC Pete, he was in contact with, and I just remembered her surname, it was Christine Sargent.
Oh, it was, yes.
Oh, that name.
Well done, Dave, the anchorman.
Yeah, yeah.
Well done.
And she married John Pemberton, one of the 2 brothers, one of the 2, John. But Pete, you tell us where, what she's been up to and where she is now.
She lives in Australia, but she's been doing a world tour, 5 continents. I think she's got America to do. She's now in Europe, and she's landed in Leamington, which is extraordinary, which is, of course, where Dave lives.
Yeah.
She's going to be there for a few weeks. I think she's going over to Ireland and then on to America for the last part of the world tour.
Yeah.
And I invited her in tonight, but she thinks she might have problems getting on, but we'll see.
With the sea. Well,
Yeah,
if she
I
does,
just muted Footy, Dave, because we're hearing the ward background. So it's okay, Footy. Yeah,
That's all
got
right.
it. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Does that mean is Hattie Jakes on rounds at the moment?
Yeah.
No wonder you've got a smile on your face, Fruity.
It's not because of Hattie Jakes, it's Kenneth Williams.
He's getting ready for it.
Kenneth Williams.
That's good. That's good.
He's going to have his hourly bed bath.
Charles Saltry, yeah.
So BBC Pete. So how you're saying about Christine?
Yeah.
But what's the score? You're saying about the route of how she's travelling, or
Well, she's been to Asia, then South Africa, North Africa, Europe via Italy, Spain, and France, I think, to hit the UK. She's spending a few weeks in here, then going across to Ireland, and then off to America. And yeah, it's taking nearly a year to do the whole thing.
right?
No, that's true.
Right. So nearly as long as what it took Charles Carroll, who we mentioned this morning, who used to be, and Scotty, you knew him from the ferries, didn't you?
Charles, yeah.
Charles. Well, it took him 11 hours to get down from Scotland down to the south coast. I mean, that was bloody.
Yeah, but he had to stop at every pub on the way.
Yes.
Was he cycling?
I think he might have got down here quicker if he had been.
If he had done, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Where's he staying in the south coast?
Well, he was literally 200 yards down the road from where we live, Scotty, for the last 2 nights, and he came over to our place just for an hour last night, but he's off down to Devon to see more family.
All right.
Yeah. So
Charlie's due over this week, Dave.
Yeah.
He's and Brett, and I'm going with him down to see Brendan next week.
Oh,
great. The end of next week, anyway.
Yeah. You're not far from Brendan, are you, Scotty?
About 20 miles.
Yeah.
It could be worth a shout.
Yeah, we're going to, if it's all right, Scott.
You're not far either, are you, John?
With you as well.
John Herbert, you're not far from Brendan either, are you?
John's not. No, he's
John, I'm not. Are you,
yeah.
John? Are you frozen or are you just pondering?
I think he's frozen his screen.
Great, but it looks. Oh, he's gone at the moment.
Oh, it disappeared. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't take it personally, Colin.
John won't be that far away from him because Broadstairs is in Kent.
Yeah, no, it's about 20 miles, the same as me.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, I'd have to drive past John to get there.
Okay.
Oh, well,
actually, we were discussing this morning. Myself and Derek. I phoned Derek up and I said next time I'm running through Dover, we should meet up, John, Derek, myself, and have a day out in Dover. Really exciting stuff. It would be great, John. John's gone, isn't he? But he may be still able to hear us. I don't know. But I think that would be a lovely day out. That we could have breakfast on the cliff above Dover. There's a lovely cafe up there, and we could have a good old walkabout on the old cliffs of Dover, on the manor on Brendan and Sherry Cole's manor.
Good.
Yeah.
Right. I got a question for Fatty. This morning in the Aussie bar, Peter, I was talking to Alistair. Don't know why I thought of this. I thought about what was it like the very first time you did the same day turnaround ship as a purser?
Sorry, could you repeat the first time I did what?
I talk the first time that P&O decided to, instead of having the turnaround being a couple of days, they did it the same day. It must have been a nightmare for the purses department.
Yes, it was. It almost, John, it almost sent me on the piss.
But you found other excuses too.
Yeah.
Thank God I have Alistair with me.
John, it's still rather noisy. I better mute.
Okay, that's okay, Fruity. Go ahead, yeah.
Go ahead, Fruity.
Yeah.
And we've got Steve Walker, who's just arrived back in the UK from his around the world voyage on the P&O cruise liner. What's it? The Riveter.
Yes, the Azura.
No, it wasn't the Azura.
The Azura.
Avia.
No, it wasn't the Azura, it was the Avia. Christ, I've just got off it. I've just woken up. I'm sorry, I've just woke up.
You get any special attention, Steve, from the captain?
No.
You didn't. You didn't mention that you're a friend of Peter Pratt's.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see many officers around. I had a quick chat with the captain, but he was only a young lad.
Yeah. Oh, young lad.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
Only a young lad.
Young man. Well,
Colonel, you were saying about
it was an interesting fortnight. Sorry,
Colonel, you're saying about the quick turnarounds. On
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Ronsay doing Alaska cruising, we used to turn around in the same day.
what, back in
Well,
72,
okay.
73?
Yeah, end
whatever.
of one cruise, starting another.
Yeah.
I was cabin steward then.
yeah,
I can remember going out on the Orchides to Sydney. Actually, Peter, you might have been there as well, actually, because we've known each other for a very long time. The turnaround, we got to Sydney and we were there for 5 days.
Yeah.
5 days. With
Definitely. I mean,
then it was I
seven
remember
days.
exactly.
7
5
days, I remember.
You remember, Peter?
In Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 days. In
7
fact,
days.
I was thinking today that when I was on the Orchides, crew AP, senior AP was Dickie Bull.
Right.
Okay.
And there was a passenger that had to take an exam. And the captain was looking for somebody to invigilate. And the obvious answer was me. Anyway, I sat in the officer's wardroom with this passenger for 3 hours, invigilating while he took the exam. And of course, it was unfortunate, really, that we had to use the wardroom because it was very boring for me for 3 hours. With this huge amount of booze behind me. And so steadily throughout the 3 hours of invigilating, I sort of helped myself to whatever I felt like.
The wardroom bar.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the 3 hours, I took the captain the papers that he had to send off and that sort of thing. And that was the start of the role. And I started off at the pool bars and, gradually worked my way up. And finished up at the Riverina Room on the Orchides, which was Phil Butcher's bar. This was 1972, mind you. Anyway, Phil, having dispensed me my final sort of drink for the evening, sent me on my way, and I remember vaguely trying to climb the stairs of the up to the officers' quarters, and I was in my mess kit and I was on my hands and knees, and these very two kind officers, I knew they were officers because they had white mess jackets on. They picked me up under the arms and sort of walked me up the stairs. And as we went into the officers' accommodation, the senior AP, which was Dickie Bull, was just coming out. He went, "Oh my God, give him to me, I'll put him on his bum." And these two officers, I had no idea who they were. They said, "Oh no, don't worry, we're just going to stick him on his bunk. He's had a good night out. We'll stick him on his bunk and he can sleep it off." Well, I did sleep it off, obviously. Next morning, I went down to face music with Dickie Bull, who gave me a really hard time. And I said, "Look," I said, "I don't know what the problem is, but two very kind officers helped me to my bed. And as soon as I know who they are, I'll go and thank them." Dickie Bull looked me in the eye and he said, "I'll tell you who they were." And it was the captain and the staff captain. Needless to say, I didn't go and thank them, but I kept a very low profile.
Oh, excellent.
That's good.
Lovely
That's great
story,
timing. Great timing, Brendan. You can ask Charles a question.
Charlie's just come in, so welcome to you two boys. And Brendan, go for it.
I'm sorry I'm late. That's the first off because we were sorting some dinner out. But is he? Oh, he's there. Where's the fan? There's no fan. That's the clue in the back behind him. He has the fan on.
Yeah,
What's the weather like in Bermuda then, Charles?
I've no idea. I'm in Leon Sea.
Oh, God, there was something dodgy. The fan was missing.
Yeah. I believe it was quite warm, but I'm not sure.
Well, welcome back over here, Charlie. Lovely to see you. Yep, great. So we got Charlie and we've got Hilda. Well, Hilda was in. Hopefully, John Herbert will come back from your far afields. And we got Pratty, who was here. He's now gone over to Spain, so he's replaced them as being the far afield. Well done, Pratty.
Yeah, no.
Peter, have you just woken up?
No, he's been drinking, Brendan.
It's all right. And the thing is, you've got Peter out in Spain on his own, having a few drinks. You've got Colonel in Seattle also on his own, drinking beer in the morning because Cindy's over in Venice.
Yeah. It's a
hard life.
The cat's away.
Yeah.
Who's in Spain?
Peter.
Oh, okay. How long is he there for?
Oh, 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. I'll be over there next week myself.
Oh, anywhere near Calahonda?
Where?
Anywhere near Calahonda?
I'm not sure. I'll be in Guatemala or Alicante.
It's quite a way. Yeah.
All being well, I'll be in Fuengirola in 3 weeks. Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah. All being well.
Great.
Yeah. Good.
Fruity.
Bobo, you're up in London, are you?
Yeah, I'm in London. Yeah, in Royal Victoria Dock now. I had a 24-mile ride this afternoon.
Wow!
Just come back from my bike ride. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, back here in London. Yeah.
You mentioned Primrose Hill earlier. I used to live around that way.
Oh, it's a great spot. I like it. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, parks and everything, all very handy.
Very expensive area now around there.
Oh yeah.
Very expensive. Yeah, I had a good ride. It was good.
Just going to buy 2 properties instead of 3 this time, Bobo.
Absolutely.
Well,
I'll be in the valleys next week.
Hey, Taffy, you won't be there. How long are you away for, Taffy?
I will be 5 weeks before. I've been out 2 weeks today, so I got another 3 weeks lolling around the Côte d'Azur.
Lovely.
Tough life.
Brilliant.
No, it is a tough life. Yeah.
No, it's wonderful.
Can I ask a question? Actually, does it? I know Derek might know, and maybe 1 or 2 others. A guy called Laurie Bainbridge that worked on cruises, but mostly worked most of his sea career on ferries. Does anybody remember him?
Yeah, Laurie. Yeah.
No, I
What
don't know.
was he doing on the ferries, Brendan? Was he around?
Well, he
did that
became.
used to with you?
He worked in the restaurants on the cruise ships. I think he was a section waiter at one point. But he came onto the ferries, and he was actually my old boss. And then he sort of went up the promotional ladder and became the catering guy ashore for all the sort of restaurants and things on board the ferries for the fleet. He had quite a good job. But in all those numerous culls and cuts, they let go of him, and he moved back up to the north of England, to Yorkshire. That's where he was from originally, with his wife and 2 daughters. And sadly, we heard the other week that he died, and I just wondered if anybody else knew of Laurie.
Name I don't know.
He was a lovely guy, a lovely guy.
Yeah.
Laurie
Brendan,
Bainbridge.
I'm not
Laurie
quite sure.
Bainbridge.
I don't know the name at all, but did not Martin Hawker?
Yes, he worked with Martin Hawker very closely. With him and
Right, because Martin Hawker was with P&O and
That's right.
Princess for many years.
Yeah.
Before going to the ferries.
Yeah. Well, Martin and Laurie were literally next door to each other in offices.
Oh, right.
We used to go up there and have a bit of banter then, when we
Right.
could. But Laurie was a lovely, lovely guy. Never a nasty streak at all about him. He was just always a positive, friendly guy whenever you encountered him. But I know he spent time on the cruises, and I just wondered if anybody knew him.
No, I must admit, Brendan, I didn't.
No.
But if it's any help, I am in contact with Martin Hawker, and I could email him and try and find out what he knows.
Yeah, well, I see Martin myself, Peter.
Oh,
on
okay.
quite a regular basis. In fact, he's in Spain as we speak.
Oh, God.
He might not
Christ,
be-
I better lock my doors.
I shouldn't go on too long, but Martin's got an apartment down there. Now,
Oh,
exactly where it is, I'm not sure. But he's
Can you
there
try
now
and
as we
find
speak.
out? Because I hope it's nowhere near me.
He'd be round there with a couple of beers, Peter. He'd be
Exactly.
swinging the lamp with you.
I'm trying to figure out whether Fanny's got a reverberation problem or it's just the booze.
Just a question. Wasn't
Yeah.
Martin Hawker known as the Honourable Schoolboy?
Yes, he was, Colin.
absolutely.
You're right.
Prefect,
Yes,
wasn't
he
it?
was.
Prefect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dickie Bull nicknamed him that.
Oh, did he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Talking of old purses, worked on the ferries as well.
They didn't get on very well at all.
Oh, right.
Uh-oh.
John Bonham's going to the Doom
Yeah.
at Southampton, I think. He was on
Oh,
the
John
ferries,
Bonham. I know
so-
John Bonham.
John Bonham's a lovely man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
He was quite big into art, He was quite an astute art historian.
Oh,
He knew his art. And I think he still does, obviously, but
uh-huh.
he was quite into art.
That was sad news with Chris Bullen last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 Sorry, Chris
Very
Bullock. Who's
sad.
that? Who's that? Somebody I don't know.
Peter the Purser.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still on your cruise, Steve?
I first knew him after the Mike Miles Spirit of London witch hunt in 1973, I think it was. And I was demoted and sent to the Ronze as catering senior AP. And I had to share an office with Chris Bull, and it was crew AP. And he was a lovely guy. In fact, unfortunately, I got on so well with him that in Bermuda, homeward bound, I took him ashore on the piss, and we ended up totally plastered for 2 days, which put the whole of the payoff up the wall, and all the APs had to all plunge in and sort the crew wages out in time for the payoff when we got to Southampton. I thought you'd be taking Chris on the piss.
Christmas
I
this.
think all those deckies wouldn't have been very happy, would they?
No, they weren't.
I figured out why we got two praddies, Dave, because we got two praddies in.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So could you get rid of one of your alter egos, Peter?
Yeah, sure.
Preferably the other one.
Yeah, you got an echo, Peter.
It's because he's in there twice. We got two.
Oh,
praddies.
right. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Finally figured
I
it
don't know how
out.
to get rid of it.
Hang on. I've muted the other one. Or is that one? Peter?
Yeah.
Hang on. Right, that's good. You on? Pratty?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Oh, it's still doing
Still
it.
got it. But I'll get rid of the one. So which one should we get rid of?
Hopefully not the one that Peter's appearing on.
Get rid of me.
No.
Right. Okay. So I'll get rid of this one down here. Okay.
Try that one. Try that.
Okay.
Let's hopefully that's
Okay. I've removed him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's great. That's
not.
great. Don't worry.
I fixed it.
Yeah.
No, normally my anchorman is in charge of the technical issues, but he's not today.
I'm not very good with technical. I'm sorry about that.
No.
We still got it.
I've been having a problem with my internet connection. I don't know if you've seen me sort of popping in and popping out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. We've loved it.
Yes.
Just great seeing you.
Exciting, John.
Actually,
Popping in,
I'm just
popping
popping
out.
out a second.
Doesn't happen very often these days, unfortunately.
Brendan, question for Brendan. Have you got any more information about the island trip?
The only thing we've it's 3 days, obviously, in the last week in September.
Yeah.
Seamus and Noel are planning to put together an itinerary.
Okay.
Noel, I'm not sure if anybody knows, but Noel's had a few things going on at the moment. I wouldn't want to put it out on the crew bar what's going on, but he's been pretty tied up. Everything's okay. But he's been pretty busy with things from a personal perspective.
Okay.
Seamus is up for doing the itinerary and everything like that. So with the two of them, so they'll organise the itinerary, and including the hats. We're suggesting to everybody that maybe flying into Shannon will be the best bet. There used to be an airport operating in Galway, but it's not operating anymore. The hotels, I was hoping to send out a selection of hotels which you could choose from
Right.
if you wanted to before the end of June. But what I would say is go ahead and see if you can book something up now that suits you.
Yeah.
And then all we got to do is work out where to meet, where all that, and that's where Seamus and Noel will come in with the itinerary. So,
Right. Was most of it Galway city centre?
yes, go for the city centre, Colin.
Okay.
That one we booked, Brendan?
Right bang in the middle.
What's the
Okay.
name of the one we booked?
We managed to book over a pub, which Steve recommended, but
Okay.
there are lots of
Anyway,
places available, Colin.
Okay.
There is lots
Okay.
available.
Here we
No,
go.
that's fine. What Lou and I are going to do, we're probably going to drive over and take
Oh,
a couple of
okay.
couple of extra days.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We're not sure if we're going to drive or fly because what's going on with Sherry. We're not sure with things like so. We're still undecided, but we're definitely having 3 nights in Galway. It's going to be in the centre, and
Okay.
we'll work out the itinerary. You know, I mean, one of the ideas is a trip out to one of the islands, or the Inish Islands, on a
That'd be
boat,
nice.
and then there's a city tour with a brewery or something, and before you know it, the 3 days are up. You know, so
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Do they have breweries over there?
What?
Yeah, really, Pete, really.
I think they got 1 or 2 more than you'll find in Bermuda, Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Alan Bacon and we got Peter Pratt back. Go ahead.
Lovely.
They got
Alan as well. Hi, Alan. All right.
I managed to book my flight and my hotel, so it's all done, ready to go.
Yeah,
You're coming over?
Dave and Ollie and myself, we're all done. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, how you getting from the airport down to the hotel, Steve?
There's a bus apparently.
There is a bus transfer service, which is about, I think it's about 7 or 8 quid, and it takes you straight into the centre to the bus station. It's a regular service, so I'm not sure how frequent it is. It's not too bad.
It's every hour, if I recall, because I land just before a bus leaves, but I'll have to wait for an hour for the next one.
Yeah.
It's on the hour, but it does take 36 hours to get there.
Thank you, David.
Goes via Belfast.
It's going behind. Absolutely.
Peter, are you going to attend the Irish get together?
Who was that?
Peter Pratt.
Oh, no, sorry. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it.
Okay.
September. Is it September?
Yeah, I know September, but even so, I think I'm
still writing the book.
Tied up then.
Well, Dave, are you planning your wardrobe already for the trip?
A little bit off the shoulder number, Dave.
Yeah, well, I'm just coming out the closet with Alan, you see.
Well, so we can see that from behind you.
As soon as I saw Alan, I thought I better get the drag out again.
And Louise says, don't have off the shoulder and sling backs at the same time.
We've learned that as well, haven't we, Alan?
Okay.
There is plans to do a crew bar river dance in the centre of Galway. One of the main pubs.
So
we'll bring Alex with us. She can do that.
We're looking for a lead dancer to kick it all off.
We'll bring Alex with us. She can do that. She does it all.
Yes, she can. I've seen her do it. I have, haven't I, Colin?
She does, yeah.
I did. Yeah. Yeah, she's very.
You could have Oscar.
Alex has done world championship stuff.
Seriously,
bring her over, Colin.
really
Bring her
good.
over.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll come, but she'd like to. I think.
Oh.
Yeah,
Brendan.
well, with hips like we've got, mate, there's no chance we're going to be doing that. Hey?
Alan, go on, Alan.
Brendan, that pub that you're staying at, I've Google mapped it, and it looks a really canny, great place.
Well,
looks
Steve,
like there might be music in it. It's called 13 on the Green.
That's the one we're in.
Is that where we are, Pete?
And it looks like a really good central point for kicking everything off. It's right in the centre.
13 on the green.
Well, that's where the crew bar river dance will be starting from.
I think, and it's right opposite the park. So
hopefully it can finish there as well.
Yeah.
They haven't got too far to get back to the Latty.
Yeah.
And hopefully, they won't close the bar on us when we go out for an hour.
Woo!
Worcester, remember Worcester?
From that time.
Yeah.
We went out and they closed the fucking bar. When we come back, they closed the bar.
Oh dear.
It really looks like a proper old Irish pub, that place.
Yeah.
It looks like they'll stay open until you drop.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds promising. So, Bobo, where will you be in September?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to my brother's in Northern Ireland, so then I will borrow his car and I'll drive.
Wow. That's ideal, because we probably will need to be driven around. That's great.
You can bring us off from the airport, Bob.
It's a mini Cooper. It's a small mini Cooper.
There'll be plenty of room in the Tesla, Bill.
We've only got little hand baggage. We haven't much baggage.
Okay. All right,
90 bags. It's all right.
I might make some handbags then, will I? I'll do the rounds, the taxi trip, Uber.
And Bobber, are you coming to Brendan and Sherry's pour out in their cabin at the
I think I probably
Of course you will. Of course you will.
Because I'll go and stay with my niece again in Southsea. I just hope that I don't get murdered this time, because it was just before that time when the guy attacked me with the axe.
So Bobo's coming a night early now, Brendan, all because of the bloody all right.
Three in a bed and all you can eat. We've done that before, haven't we?
Sounds exciting.
We'll all be there.
Yeah.
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 It should be a good time. Should be nice.
Yeah.
Good time. Yeah.
Great.
Can't
Time to
wait.
go in
Sounds
September.
I said I didn't know Miss Butcher was going.
Philip was there last year. Philip was there last year.
Yeah, he's going to that. He's going to that. I was replying to the previous remark about three in a bed.
Sorry, Dave.
About three in a bed. Sorry, I have to keep I have to keep muting myself.
Are you in a private room, Fruity?
I'm in a bloody ward in the hospital.
I know. Are you in a private
50
room?
people.
No, there's 6 of us in here, and they all enjoyed the crew bar this morning.
That's
You
good.
should take your virtual background down so we can see it.
No. You don't want to see it.
What, you want to see some guy having his catheter changed?
See all those catheters everywhere.
Oh,
Well, I don't think they'll be everywhere, Brendan, but we know where they will be.
David,
Well
did not
done.
realise you were in hospital, mate.
Hey, Steve.
Did not realise.
Steve Walker, put your backdrop
They
up with
they
your
threw-
hospital photo, the one you've got as a backdrop.
Oh, yeah. Just a minute. You'll have to give me a
Yeah,
minute.
he's going to get
I'm
that.
on- I'm on my phone.
yeah, now you're on your phone.
Right.
We're trying to get him to go to the place to get him a cheap laptop.
Yeah, well, I just woke up, Johnny.
Yeah, I
Had
know
a hell
you
of a
probably,
drive back from Southampton today. They closed it.
you probably missed the football, Steve.
There's been a hell of a. No, I got home just in time for the football. They closed the M6. There's been a bad accident on the M6 at Birmingham, so it snarled everything up. So I ended up going all the way over to the M1 and coming back up that way.
Was the Aussie crew bar?
Oh, hang on. There's Steve's in his ward. It's in Fruity. Do you want to change the ward you're in? Do you want to go to the next door?
Nice one, Steve.
Oh, fish
Hang on.
dear.
Which one's your nurse, Fruity? Hang on. Hey, Fruity, don't show that picture to your friends in the ward. There'll be about 6 heart attacks all at the same time.
Are you in the Margate Hospital, Dave? Fruity?
Basingstoke.
Oh, Basingstoke, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's yours, Steve? Is that King's Cross?
That's private.
Oh, King's Cross in Sydney.
That's where his is. Walker's is Booper. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's where you pay the extra money, you get the extra mile.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, dear. Hey,
Anybody, I must ask the question, Dave. Sorry to interrupt you. How many of us here ended up in a ship's hospital through one reason or another?
Oh,
I ended up in a hospital with Alison Ross.
Yes.
What
Yes.
what a bedside manner she had.
yeah.
I got put in isolation on the Canberra with chicken pox.
Yeah.
Was he a US?
Southampton across to Florida.
Yeah, you've obviously followed Oscar around.
Was he on the UK? Box?
Yes.
Didn't Oscar get chicken pox? There's an Oscar tale about it, if I remember rightly.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, the
Got a
story
few
goes
things
with
I can
me. I
tell
got
you.
the chicken pox in Southampton because I went back with a lady to her house with a lot of kids in it. We sailed and I got chicken pox. They isolated me. And just before we got to Fort Lauderdale, the doctor said, right, you're okay, you're out of isolation now. So I sort out the hospital, changed and straight ashore. Came back at some silly hour in the morning and they said, where have you been? I said, I've been out, been ashore. I said, you weren't meant to go ashore. The Port Health authorities wanted to see you. Before you went ashore. Anyway, I didn't get a bollocking for it. But...
I was in hospital on the Arcadia with alcohol poisoning. I drank a whole bottle of vodka.
Aren't you supposed to be working there, Bobo? Or
Well, I was in the cinema. It was a bit boring job.
The cinema would drive you to drink, wouldn't it?
It did.
I do remember being in the hospital on the on the Orchids, and they had absolutely no. I had a high temperature. I didn't have the flu or anything like that or whatever, but I had an incredibly high temperature, and I kept sleeping.
You have a runny nose, Colin?
I kept sorry. I kept sleeping all day, and I slept for 4 or 5 days in a row, all day. Absolutely unbelievable. And I do not know what it was. And then after that, it just went, and I got up and went back to work again.
Where had you been ashore the previous day before that, Colin?
No, we were at sea. We were at sea. We'd gone from Vancouver to Hawaii.
Oh.
We've gone from Vancouver to Hawaii.
Oh, not a
They
week.
weren't having an audit of the
Okay.
park.
I just don't know what it was, but I was 5 days in the hospital. Unbelievable.
God, Nicky Nick. Yeah, no, I've touched
You
with
have a runny nose, Colin? No.
I beg your pardon?
Did you have a runny nose?
No.
No.
I just had a high temperature, and all I wanted to do was sleep all day. I have no idea what it was.
We
And they
played
didn't
in a
know either.
we played in a football game, and I can't remember. I think it was Puerto Vallarta or somewhere like that. And anyway, I got this big scratch down my leg, and it was bleeding quite. It wasn't that bad, but it looked worse than what it was. And they said, "Oh, you better go up to the hospital." And Alison Ross was the nursing sister, and she said, "Oh, that's nothing. It's just a scratch, but I'll clean it." And she I don't know what she made me lie on my side on the bed, and she held me down. It was quite a strong lady, and she scrubbed it with it seemed like disinfectant or something. And I just remember screaming out in agony for about 2 minutes until she'd finished. But it did clean it, and I never got infected. But blimey, I'll never forget that.
Must have been the green scourer pad.
Alison, it felt like a green scouring pad, just going up and down the thing with disinfectant.
Alison Ross is going to the pensioners' lunch.
I know she is, and I'm going to pull her about it when I see her.
You can show her your lally.
Do you know what, Dave? I've still got a bit of a scar left.
Well, there you go. Right, that you need to show her. All right, we will give you sympathy, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Just you realize next week we've got the alarms going to be ringing on our telephones in the afternoon at 3 o'clock. Anybody
Dave,
doesn't know it?
Dave, just to let you know, I'm trying to get the third part of my trilogy written, and I haven't actually started it yet, but I'm thinking of a title. You know the expression "through hell and high water." I'm thinking of "through hell and salt water" as the title for the last bit. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks out here.
Well, that's great, Peter. Lovely. So, have you locked the fridge and the wine locker?
No, in fact, I've been on the piss today.
Well, I'm going to say, don't
I've
raise
about
your
half a
hopes
dozen
up.
beers and 2 bottles of white wine.
Please don't rub it in.
Hey, no, Scotty, you're saying next week we got alarm bells ringing.
Yes, we have at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
For exercise.
On your phones, yes.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's right. Big brother. Well, it'd be nice to receive something.
In line with the
other thing I wanted to say to Hilda was that I'll have to be in touch with him later on, because my wife and I we booked on a celebrity cruise next year in February, and we joined it in Bombay, and the second port is Goa. So I'm hoping that we can see John.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah. When's that, Peter?
It's February next year.
I should be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Sounds like a crew bar live from India.
He'd be probably coming in where you did, David.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Yeah, no doubt. That was a wonderful visit, that, John. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Pity the story went wrong in Bombay, though, wasn't it?
Oh, for God. Yeah, bloody nightmare.
What's the name of the ship, Peter? We've been on quite a few celebrities.
I think it's the Celebrity Millennium.
Okay. Cool.
Is that one of the many you've been on, Johnny?
I have to ask Mrs. Kling, but she's not here right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never been with Celebrity before, but
I've heard they're very good.
Yeah.
I know they're very good. They have a very good reputation for food. Not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the passenger side?
But I have to say that the cruise I did earlier on this year with Cunard was absolutely excellent. And of course, the hotel manager was Robbie Howie.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people might remember him. He was absolutely wonderful, Robbie.
Just a minute.
I sailed with him before when I was on the Tahitian Princess, when I was hotel manager, and he was food and beverage. So I did know him. It wasn't a case of not knowing, but he was very, very gracious, and he was absolutely wonderful.
Oh, brilliant. Well, if you all watch on the screen, Fruity's actually talking to Hattie Jakes as we speak. Or listen.
I think he's about to have his medication.
I thought you mentioned the bedpan.
Oh, I thought we did.
Have you had your blanket bath?
Oh, she is.
Have you got sisters behind them?
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, sister.
Matron.
The matron.
It wasn't Alison Ross, was it, Fruity?
It's
hang on, Fruity.
You've muted yourself.
No, it wasn't, and it wasn't Rosie Irwin either.
What about Maggie? I can't think of her name now. Maggie.
Oh, Big Maggie.
Maggie Lum, as
Yes.
Maggie Palmer.
Maggie Palmer. She's a lovely girl.
Palmer now, yeah.
She's a lovely girl.
No, she was Palmer. She's Lum now, isn't she?
She featured very heavily in my second book, actually.
She's going to the pensioners union. She's there. Well, she's there every year, actually.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Well, it'll be lovely to meet up with all of us, obviously, but to meet up with others that we've been talking about over the year anyway, for sure. And Mr. Bacon, Alan, you're coming, aren't you, to the pensioner?
Yeah. I've got to wait for a minor operation, so I'm just hoping it doesn't coincide with that, but hopefully it won't.
Oh, brilliant, Alan. It'd be lovely if you are able to be there.
Sure, it'd be nice to see you, Alan.
Yeah, it will be. Would be lovely. But we'll let's hope that's possible. But now, boys, sadly, Colonel's been very he's put his flipping traffic lights up. And now, before we go to traffic lights, Fruity, what's the score with? I saw a message coming through that Oscar.
Yes, we've got a new Oscar tale this week.
Wow.
Which features Captain Crichton.
Right. Oh, brilliant. Oh, well, we'll look forward to that one following this. And Steve Walker, can you stop standing up in front of your nurses? Because actually, we preferred Fruities to yours. All right. Yeah.
Dave, I'm not sure he's standing up. Is he bending over?
I've got to lean on the kitchen chair.
She's looking for a rivet.
Yeah, Fruities with the real dirt, man, a blow up doll.
Yeah, she's looking for a rivet, I think, isn't she, Steve?
Yeah. Couldn't find it.
Oh, cheers. You still got your trousers dropped, Steve. Yeah. Good boy. All right. Hey, look. Well, obviously, Peter in Spain. Wonderful to see you coming in, and look after yourself this week. And we are on again. actually. We're back to. Are we back next week?
No.
Are we back on?
That's a good question, Dave. I don't know.
Yeah,
wait a minute. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
We are back on next week.
We should be back here on the UK one next week. To fall back in
Only the
line.
week after.
Right.
Yeah, next week is the evening one.
Yeah, so it will be the evening one next week. So it'll be lovely to see everybody there again. And
Charlie, maybe
Yeah.
we might be down with Brendan.
Yeah, no problem. I'll call you tomorrow afternoon.
I'll wait for the Colonel's email.
Yeah,
Oh,
always,
yes,
always.
yeah.
Charlie,
Well
always,
done,
yeah.
Peter. Yeah,
Yeah.
it works. All right.
Yeah.
And Fruity, it's really good seeing you. It's peace of mind seeing you as looking as good as you are.
Well, today's been a really good day. They did say I could go home today, but I asked if I could stay because part of the problem I have tends to come on later in the day.
Right.
But today, touch wood, it hasn't.
Yeah, good.
But there is a possibility I might have to stay tomorrow because they want to do a camera job just to find out whether there's any problem from the radiotherapy.
Right.
It just
Is John Kling doing the camera work?
Is it CinemaScope?
It's CinemaScope. Bobo will be involved.
Excuse me.
Said it was a wide-angle lens.
Excuse me. It's me they're doing the camera on, not Miss Butcher.
Oh.
Oh, something I was going to just mention quickly. Aggie's name came up the other week.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, the other day on Facebook, I one of these things popped up of someone you might know, and it's Aggie's brother. So I sent him a message. I've not heard back. Ask him, just explain who I was and is he okay? But I've not heard anything back.
Okay.
Is that Aggie Brew you're on about?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
I always used to get a Christmas card from him, but I haven't had one for the last 2 or 3 years.
No, nor have I, John.
Yeah.
Nor have I.
Fruity, when you said you asked if you could stay just one more night, I thought it was because you said that you get a better Wi-Fi in the hospital than you do back at home. You do look really good, which is really nice to see that. And Alan, at the closet, one more time, Bacon, you're looking lovely to see you.
Yeah.
And Taffy on tour in France, and Charlie, we can't even say Bermuda, but was it Solent on sea? Or South End? Leon. So, well, great to see you over here. All right, and Hilda, welcome back home. And for the rest of us who've been here all the time anyway, and Colonel, thanks again. All right, so we'll see you all back here next week on UK time.
I would just like to add, Aggie is one of the people I never actually got a Christmas card from.
We'll see what we can do this year, Peter.
Okay.
Okay,
Ciao,
Dave.
people.
All right. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
The expectation of relief. So we struggle and we stagger down the snakes and
The Tale of Sonia Snell. I am sure many of us remember this ditty from cruise show nights, when it was the party piece of one of the most popular and, dare I say, much-loved captains who ever served the P&O Princess Cruises fleet. Captain John Crichton used to recite this poem at every party and gathering when encouraged to do so by his enthusiastic audience. The first time I heard it was shortly after joining Spirit of London as a relief public room steward for someone going on leave. It was my first band night in the crew mess, which also had a small crew bar at the top end. Just after the bar, by the door to the deck, was the stage and the ship's three-piece band, loaned to us by the staff captain for the event. Arthur Keatings, of infamous renown for many reasons, was master of ceremonies for the evening, and a good time was had by all.
He told the audience that Captain John Crichton would be down that evening to have a word and to do his normal piece of entertaining. As the evening drew to a close with no sight of the captain, and after the last act, Arthur came on the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said in his distinctive Irish brogue, "ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, the captain has not been able to make it." At this point, I noticed the door behind him, beside the band, the door that led out towards the deck, come slightly ajar, and the captain's well-known features peered in through the open door. Arthur, unaware of his impending doom, merrily prattled on. "I have had a word with the captain, and he is unavoidably detained on the bridge, but has asked me on his behalf to grant an half-hour's extension on the bar, as he surely would have done if he had been here." During the latter part of this speech, the captain had come fully inside the bar, on full view to the audience. In fact, everyone except Arthur, which was creating great hilarity. Then the captain, in a stentorian roar, yelled, "Keatings, you lying bastard! I never said anything of the sort, and I've not seen you all day." Then, grabbing the microphone from Arthur, he said, "Well, yes, I was in fact coming down to give an extension on the bar." He was then persuaded by the crew to give his party piece, which was the first time, but not the last, that I heard the tale of Sonia Snell. This is the tale of Sonia Snell, to whom an accident befell. It happened to Sonia, as to many, that she had to go and spend a penny, and entered in with modest grace the properly appointed place provided at the railway station, and there she sat in contemplation. Unknown to Sonia, unacquainted, the woodwork had been newly painted, and though she tugged and screamed and yelled, she found that she was firmly held. The station master and his staff were very polite and did not laugh. They pulled at Sonia's hands and feet, but could not get her off the seat. A carpenter was found at last, and finding Sonia still stuck fast, said, "I know what I can do," and neatly sawed the seat in two. Sonia arose only to find a wooden bustle on behind. An ambulance came down the street and bore her off, complete with seat, to take our wooden bustled girl unto the local hospital. The doctors then came on parade, and one spoke up, unafraid. "I ask you all and implore, has anyone seen this before?" "Yes," squeaked one student, unashamed. "Frequently, but never framed." Well, that's all, folks, for this week. From Oscar. Oh, and always remember,